Welcome to my F1 channel. Welcome to Peter on Pole. My name's Peter, in pole position to talk about the Italian Grand Prix. Oh my goodness, the WTH moments of the Italian Grand Prix. Let's start it. Ted Kravitz is back. WTH. Pierre Gasly, you thing of beauty. Oh, fantastic. That hit me right in the feel spot. Pierre Gasly winning the Italian Grand Prix in Monza. Oh, fantastic stuff. Can you believe the top three? Pierre Gasly, Carlos Sainz, Lance Stroll. This is what F1 is all about. I'm not a hater on Lewis Hamilton or anything like that, but this is what we are here to see. Did anybody else see Sebastian Vettel's car jerking before the start of the race? How weird was that? Lando Norris with a pizza on his helmet. Looked pretty cool, I must admit. Speaking of pizzas, Sergio Perez. What the heck was that? I have no words. I'm going to put up a... Look at it. Look at that trailer park trash. What about that blinding start from Carlos Sainz at the start of the race? Jumped straight into second place. Telling Bottas, get the step in. Another McLaren that had a great start. Lando Norris, of course. Yes, he jumped straight into that third and fourth position. Very quick and early. Valtteri Bottas was having an absolute western. For good measure, Sergio Perez also passing Bottas. I mean, this was the past Bottas show. That's what this was. And who else passed Valtteri Bottas? Of course, Daniel Ricciardo. Let's just pile it on, shall we? Let's just pile it on, Bottas. And this was all in the first lap. Stroll overtaking Verstappen. I tell you what, that was not the end of Verstappen's story. Something was odd with Max Verstappen. Gasly and Albon colliding, leaving Gasly in 10th place and Albon in 15th place. Wasn't a good day all around for Red Bull. Our first DNF was in lap 7 when Sebastian Vettel just decided, let's just go through some boards. Let's make this more exciting. I can't be asked to do this race anyway. I can't be asked to be with this team. Of course, it wasn't on purpose, but my goodness, brake failure. Jeez, thank God it was through those barriers and nothing else. Albon shutting the door on Romain Grosjean, but guess what? It cost him a 5-second time penalty. Kimi Raikkonen ahead of Leclerc. Again. I can't race with this setting. It's a joke from Valtteri Bottas. The excuses started coming. The first goal for Crofty when he said that Leclerc was closing up on Albon, almost passing Albon, and Martin Brundle had to correct him and say, well, hang on, Albon's just past Leclerc. Croft, a closed pit lane. When was the last time we saw one of those? But Lewis Hamilton and Giovinazzi thought otherwise. They just went straight into the pits, but guess what it did? It costed them both 10 seconds in the pit lane, which will cost you about 30 seconds. Who saw Perez's pit stop as well? It was bloody close, wasn't it? Whoever let him go clearly doesn't care about his safety. Bloody hell. And then from the safety car, you had Charles Leclerc, who overtakes the Alfa Romeos. It was brilliant stuff. I was thinking, yes, Charles, you're about to give me something to talk about yet again with Ferrari. Something good this time. But it was short-lived because, my goodness, what looked like a horrific crash. I was just happy to see him get out of the car. He seemed a bit sore, but my God, he was safe at the end, and thank God for that. Red flag. What about that marshal with the car? Then it's all swinging up in and around the place. Take care of yourself, son. How about the other marshal with the smoking tyre, just rolling it out like as you do? Hamilton and Gio had to serve their penalty after the red flag was deployed. This is where it gets entertaining. How about Lewis Hamilton on his scooter in between the race? Weird. What happened to Max Verstappen? Went from 5th to 11th? There was something definitely wrong with that car. Goal number 2 for Crofty, when he said that Toto was talking to Lewis Hamilton at the pit lane, when in actual fact the next clip is Hamilton leaving the steward's room. Crofty. This gets on my nerves. People that are talking over team radio. Jenson Button, Simon Lisby, 1 strike each. We had a standing start at the Italian Grand Prix. Wow. And from the off, Stroll had an absolute mare. This was his race. This was meant to be him. He was ready to go and take the reins and shut me up. But no, he had an awful start, sliding down the pecking order. Oh, Kimi Raikkonen in second at one point. What a sight to see. And he was actually battling. It made me think, do you know what? He's actually not giving a damn up until now, because he was really competitive. But then time told, didn't it? And he was sliding right back again. Lap 29, Gasly leads the race, and my goodness, the rest was history. At this point, Max Verstappen went down to 14th place. Something was terribly wrong. A hat-trick for Crofty when he called AlphaTauri. He said at the start of the season he's not going to do this anymore. He did this in practice in the very first race of the season in Austria. And he's still doing it now. However many weeks now, however many months, in fact. What about Martin Brundle saying AlphaTauri straight afterwards? Don't be rubbing off Crofty, come on. Alex Albon second last in 16th place. Alex Albon, huh? Where are you fans of Alex Albon? Come on, comment below. I want to see what you got to say now. And of course, engine failure. Max Verstappen into the pits and retires for the rest of the race. Not a good day for Red Bull as a whole. McLaren's team radio, when they told Sainz, look, be patient with Kimi Raikkonen, he's thinking, hell no, I've got Gasly to go and get. Absolutely dispatched Kimi Raikkonen, and then the race was on. It was Sainz versus Gasly for the last set of laps. Is that the only car that Bottas can overtake is an Alfa Romeo? Did anybody else laugh at Crofty's sneeze or cough or whatever the heck it was? It made me laugh. Lewis Hamilton only being 11 seconds behind Bottas when he had lost 30 seconds to Bottas in the pits. Oh, get Bottas out of here. Let's just come on, let's move him on. Let's move him along. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Gasly winning the Italian Grand Prix. I mean, look at his face. Look at the emotion on his face. The man was absolutely delighted. It hit me right in the feel spot. I know it hit many of you in the feel spot, unless you're a Gasly hater. Helmut Marko, Christian Horner. I'm looking at you lot. But anyway, Gasly winning the Italian Grand Prix. We love it all. We love it all. An Italian team winning in Monza. If you said that at the start of the season, I would have laughed your head off. Your head off or my head off? You know what I mean. But you're damn right it happened. And on a sad note, Claire Williams, Sir Frank Williams, it was the last time we saw Claire in a Formula One circuit. Broke my heart. The tears were flooding inside. Latifi's message, George Russell's message, touching, absolutely touching. Claire Williams, you've been brilliant. Sir Frank Williams, you've been fantastic. Williams will live on, but without the family, will it ever be the same again? I don't think so. But here's to you, Claire Williams. Here's a toast to you. Those were my WTH moments of the Italian Grand Prix. Let me know anything I missed out on, any what the heck, what the hell, whatever you want to call it. Anything I've missed out on, please comment, share, like, and subscribe, of course. Big up everybody that watched the first WTH moments of the Belgian Grand Prix. Great traction, great traffic on the YouTubes. So it seems like you like it. Please share this one, like it, send it around. And there'll be plenty more content to come as well. The fun facts will be back. Don't worry. It's not going to be back now, but it will be back in time for the Tuscan Grand Prix. Tuscan Grand Prix, whatever the name it is right now. Mugello. Let's get it down. Let's get down to business. Watch out for the top three best drivers, top three worst drivers. Yeah, there are some surprises. There are some mixes in there. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, it's lights out.